Hello Joy family, welcome to the Joyful House and welcome to Crafts of the Heart. This is project number 4 and this is update number 4 and this is on the Joy sweater in the child size 6. Before we get started and before I show you the progress that I have made this past week, I want to first come on and say that I am so sorry that last week, in the beginning of the update, I kept calling this Craft Table Talks. It is indeed Crafts of the Heart. If you are not aware, I typically do not talk about other segments on the channel in this particular segment. But Craft Table Talks is a new segment that is out on the channel. Excuse me. And it is new. It is a segment that I am dedicating to my sister who wants to learn to crochet and wants to learn to knit. And so she has inspired me to not only share what I know, but learn as I go. I'm a poet. And maybe I did or didn't know it. Anyway, it is very new. It has currently only had 3 segments out as of the recording of this video on this beautiful Saturday. And so I want to say I am so sorry. I have been putting a lot of time and energy and research into that segment, and it has been all that has been kind of on the brain lately. But nonetheless, going forward, we will try to stay in the lane of the video and focus on the content that is at hand. So we'll leave Craft Table Talks to Craft Table Talks, and we'll leave Crafts of the Heart to right here. Now, also, there were a couple comments that the voice, and which would be the audio, and the visual, which is the video, were not in sync. I do have a new professional microphone, and I am trying to get that synced up. We do believe that we've got it handled, but definitely appreciate the feedback. Also, there were a few of you who let me know that there was a moment where I wasn't talking but my lips were moving. You would be correct because I was introducing the microphone, and last week I had it in view. I currently have it above me at the moment, testing different locations of it because some said they didn't like it blocking the view behind. So I'm trying to keep it where it's out of sight. Who knows, I may move it to the actual physical stand that sits in front of me versus hanging above me, but we'll just trial and error it. But I was introducing the microphone and I showed that it has a mute button right on top of it, so I can just quickly mute if I needed to, but I was showing it as an example, and then I did come back and say what it was that I said that you couldn't hear me because it was muted, which let you and I both know that it does indeed work. So thank you for all of the grace and the feedback for that. Now it's time for us to share a little joy as we get ready for today's Craft of the Heart. So if you will, join me as we express our joy. Now, moving on to today, project number 4, the Joy Child sweater in the size 6, and this is update number 4. And when we last left off, I had just started to begin working in the body of the sweater. I have completed the body, so now I am ready to go and create the cuff of the waistband. So that's what I'll be working on for next week. But nonetheless, here is the sweater with the body completely finished. Now, I've had a couple people in my actual visual see it in person life, and they're like, well, isn't that kind of short? No, when you put the waistband on it, it's going to gather in some, and then it will be perfect for a 6-year-old. This is for a 6-year-old. So I think the size is just right, and I love it. It is coming out, so that means that so far the pattern and all the hard work that went into creating the infant sweater is paying off. So I am enjoying the process of this, and so if this continues to go as well, and honestly the hard part is done, putting the waistband and the sleeves and the cuffs to the sleeves on, that is the easiest part, I think, which makes it great for the downhill slope of finishing a project. But I think the hard work is done, so I can fully satisfactorily say that the pattern that I have for 0 to 3 months to 12 years of age is going to work. So once I do finish this, I will go back and do one more of the adult sweater, and it will be in my size. So I'm going to increase the size of what I did with Mr. Joyful, aka Todd's sweater, and of course his mom's sweater was in the same. So I was able to work and design the pattern with Todd's, and then I was able to work through the pattern in the same size with his mom's, and it came out flawlessly. So now it's time to adjust and do a different size, and I'm going to go up, of course, so that I can create a matching sweater, so that the reward of this is to have a sweater that is the same as Mr. Joyful's, but also working through the process of the pattern to make sure that it comes out correctly in a different size. And once I've finished that, then it will just be a matter of time of getting that written notes put into a professional form for the kiddos and for the adults, and then it will be ready for me to send out to those who have said that they would be willing to test it. And then of course once that is done, then it will then be ready for me to possibly present as a giveaway or ready to sell the pattern. So very, very excited about the process. Ready to get through with the Joy sweater because I have so many more ideas floating around up here that I'm ready to get busy on. So very grateful for Crafts of the Heart, and so grateful for the process of this. But the creative juices are flowing, and so my notebook, I'm jotting notes so I don't forget what's flowing around here for when it's time that I can start executing it. So don't always intend for my Crafts of the Heart projects to be ones that I necessarily design, because there are a lot out there that I've just been wanting to do that I haven't had the time, and this segment is going to allow time for that. But the creative juices are flowing, so I don't know. There's a very strong possibility, as some of you guys are doing. I've got 2 participants that are actually doing 2 Crafts of the Heart projects. So it's very, very possible that your girl here might start doing 2 Crafts of the Heart projects herself. Maybe I'll do one that is in a design process of my own, and one that is in a design process from someone entirely different. So we shall see. But I do want you to know that I am so grateful to those that are participating and they are sending in their pictures, because not only is it exciting to see what you're doing, see what you're passionate about, but it's also an encouragement and an inspiration to me that you guys are liking this. So I hope that if you're sitting there and you're thinking, you know, I've got some projects I really want to do, but I'm in the middle of this and I'm in the middle of that, or life is just crazy, you know, treat yourself. Treat yourself to just 1 hour or 2 hours a week and work on that project. Take care of you, take care of your physical and mental health, and allow yourself a little bit of downtime, whether it be 30 minutes a week or 2 hours, but no more. So it's to be a process. It's to be just that time to just and enjoy yourself. So an hour just goes by too fast for me, especially when I'm designing and having to frog. But 2 hours is a perfect treat to yourself. And, well, I think you deserve it. So I hope you'll consider coming and being a part of the Crafts of the Heart family. But either way, whether you do that or not, you are part of the Joyful family. So as you finish your make, still send me a picture so that I can include that in the tea party lives and share them out with our family. Okay, so now I'm talking about another segment in this segment, and I said that's not what I'm going to do, but I do encourage you to do something that makes you passionate. And Crafts of the Heart, it doesn't have to be something that just involves yarn. It doesn't have to be crochet and knitting. It can be anything that your heart is passionate about. If you like making model cars, or you like diamond painting, or you like woodwork, or making jewelry, cooking, baking, send it in. Send it in. Maybe you'll decide that every week you're gonna bake a different dessert, or you're gonna learn a new way to make vegetables or a meat dish or whatever. We would love to be inspired by you. So come along, come join the Crafts of the Heart journey. All right, well, once again, this is what I got done, and at least next time I hope to have at least the majority of the waist done, if not all of it, but we'll see. We'll see what the next 2 hours on this project will bring us this week. Until next time, be joyful and stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations and be the joy in everything you do. And remember to hug yourself daily. All right. I'll see you next week. Bye. Nugs and joy.